so much for coming. I appreciate you being here on short notice. Like I said, I just was able to get that email out yesterday morning, but the kids and I have been talking about it for about a week, so it sounds like that some of you got that memo, so excellent. Like I said, it's a very low budget performance. Last semester we at least had butcher paper for our backgrounds, but we were out of butcher paper, so we went with the whiteboard. Forgive us. And we only had, with all the testing we did this semester, my curriculum was cut about 3 weeks short. So I've only had about 10 days to prepare, but they're fantastic. They're having such a good time, and I'm so glad you all were able to come. Very, very fun. You guys ready? All right, let me start the camcorder. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to try to put it on the website. Ready, guys? Witches?
Hurry up, you two. We haven't got all night.
Are you sure this is the way?
Of course she knows the way. Miss Know-it-all is everything.
What was that?
Just a bat. Don't be such a ninny.
I don't know, Agnes. None of this looks familiar to me. Maybe we should think this through some more.
We thought it to death, Matilda. It's now or never.
For once, I actually agree with Blanche. If we don't go now, it'll be the same thing over and over again.
Hey, that's my apple.
Besides, do you think you should be eating right now? What if they don't have food where we're going?
Of course they have food we're going. But more importantly, they have beauty pageants. And I intend to win every single one of them. Isn't that right, Mir? Mir, I'd like to have 7 years of bad luck, you silly piece of glass.
Oh no, they're coming.
Well, don't just stand there. Agnes, which way?
Over there, just below that sign that says, the end.
Don't you think this is an awfully mean thing to do?
The meanest. That's why we're doing it. Now, come on.
We better go before they catch us.
Matilda was just about to teach me how to use her spinning wheel. And Agnes is going to push Hansel into a little cage.
Sounds like another crazy prank to me. We'll just have to wait till they come back.
Oh no! What is it, Gretel? Look, up there! Oh no, where could they have gone? Maybe someone has stolen them.
Hansel, Gretel, come here.
It just doesn't make sense. Especially when things are going so well.
We've got some bad news. They've gone out there.
What? You don't mean? I can't bear to think of it.
Should we go after them? Good idea, let's go. Wait, no, we can't.
Why not?
Because we're supposed to live a happily ever after. It wouldn't be fair if we just ran off. But they did. And right in mid-story. They have magical powers that we don't.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. But if they're somewhere loose out there...
And they're as powerless as we are. Once they stepped out of these pages, all their powers were lost.
Well, there's no sense in being gloomy, is there? We have the rest of our lives to get on with.
That brings us to other bad news. Our stories can't go on until they come back.
What? You mean I'm going to have to keep cooking and cleaning for those dwarfs forever and ever?
And Hansel and I won't be able to save those gingerbread kids.
Well, I'll have to sit at a spinning wheel day in and day out without a clue how to work it.
You're not the only one upset, Beauty. If they don't come back, I won't be able to do the spell where I get to kiss you so you'll wake up. Or you either, Snow. So, what do we do? The only thing we can do, sit here and wait for them to come back.
Ooh, that was a close one. That barely missed us. Oh, this was fun.
It wouldn't have been so close if a certain party hadn't left her broom at home.
I didn't leave it at home. I dropped it. And besides, it's only a two-seater, and guess who I would have left behind?
Well, you two stop bickering. We've got to take stock of our situation and find some food.
I told you that you shouldn't have eaten your apple.
Oh, for your information, that was my apple she ate.
You mean Snow White's, don't you?
Who? No. See, I've already forgotten them.
Do you think they miss us?
If they do, it's their own fault.
Do you think they'll try to find us?
If they can't, we're here and they're back there.
But what about the stories?
Oh, Matilda, we've told you 1,000 times. Those stories no longer exist.
And children all over the world will have to go to bed without hearing them. And this time, we'll live happily ever after.
Speaking of living,
Yes.
where are we supposed to stay?
In the nearest castle, of course. Once we find one, that is.
Let's look for one after lunch. I'm starving.
Why don't you just conjure up some food? A few crunchy bat wings, perhaps? A chocolate-covered lizard?
Well,
What's wrong?
magnetic fields. They seem to be interfering with my spells at the moment. I know. Why don't you turn yourself into a raven and go scouting ahead for us?
Well, my arms are kind of tired. And besides, all this walking is good for us.
Blanche, what are you doing?
I'm trying to catch my reflection in one of those shiny things that nearly hit us.
You three in the Halloween
Where's-
costumes.
Wait,
Where's your mirror?
I seem to have misplaced it.
Can't you just zap up another one?
I prefer to use my magic for more important
You
things.
three in the Halloween costumes.
Is that man talking to us?
Oh, he must read someone else.
Hello.
Do you care to explain why you're here, and can't you read that sign?
Of course you can read the sign. We also speak 7 languages, including toad and fish.
Well, that one's in English, and it says no loitering. If you're here if you're here when I get back, I'm gonna have to turn you in.
Turn us into what?
Do you have any IDs on you?
I beg your pardon.
Identification?
Don't be ridiculous. Everybody knows who we are.
Well, then will you let me on the secret and tell me your last names?
Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered.
Oh, sure, and I'm Peter Pan.
Oh, no, Peter's much younger.
I'm just gonna say this once. Scram! Get out of here. I don't want to see you when I get back.
Excuse me. Could you tell us where the nearest beauty pageant is?
You three are looking for a beauty pageant?
Oh, not them. Just me.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I don't think you would win it.
Well, how would you like to be a 300-pound snail?
Now, Blanche, don't lose your temper.
Out of the way, my way, Matilda. Abracadabra, turn this male into an overgrown snail. Just a little joke.
Come on,
Blanche, what happened?
I decided not to cause a scene.
Obviously, something's not working out here, and until we figure out what happened to our powers, we'll have to try to fit in.
Fit in as what?
As humans, we'll have to get jobs, earn money, and find a place to live.
Get jobs. All we know how to do is be witches.
Well, it's worth a try, isn't it?
Something tells me I'm gonna hate this.
Hello? Anybody home?
You're 3 year level early for trick or treat.
Are you the ones who need help?
Not from the looks of it. What are you supposed to be?
Your new employees.
Employee singular. I've got only one job.
We'll take it.
We work as a team.
Yes, you might say it's our life story.
Do you have any recent experience?
Doing what?
Look, I want somebody who can work magic in this kitchen. Fly around the dining room and turn that cash register into a gold mine. If you can't do that,
Oh, but we can. We've had experience at it.
Blanche.
He said recent, not current.
Once our powers come back, it'll be a breeze.
And once my powers come back, I'm giving notice.
We'll take it.
well, as I said, I'm only giving one salary.
We'll split it 3 ways. Anything's better than having to go back where we came from.
Oh yeah? And where's that?
Oh, it's not important.
Just consider it a closed chapter in our lives.
You three aren't fugitives, are you? You sure no one's after you?
Absolutely positive.
Alright. The lunch crowd's going to be coming in any second. You can go in there and change into your uniforms. And make it snappy.
Yo, Ernie.
What's that, Bruno? Hey, Max.
How about these 49ers?
Looking good, looking good. You two want some menus?
No thanks. I've got a hankering for an onion burger and all the works.
And throw in the side fries.
Whoa, save it for the new girls I hired.
What happened to Dolores?
Oh, she went out to Hollywood to become a movie star.
Well, Dolores sure has got the looks to be the next Miss America.
Why, thank you. Have we met? I'm Blanche.
Forget the socializing and take their orders.
Double onion burger.
Double onion burger.
Double onion burger.
A double onion burger.
Make that too.
Make that two.
Make that too.
Make that too.
Pickle, lettuce, tomato.
Pickle, lettuce, tomato.
Pickle, lettuce, tomato.
Pickle, lettuce, tomato.
Hold the mayo.
Hold the mail.
Hold the mayo.
Hold the mayo.
Chocolate shake.
Wait. Nobody says another word.
Is something wrong?
Yes. You, go in there and start cooking. You wait to serve.
And what do I do?
You stop scaring my customers.
Excuse me.
Yes, may I help you? I didn't do a thing.
Just take their orders. That's all I ask.
What will it be?
Yeah. See you, maybe.
Yeah, there's one over there. Oh, you want to see one over here? That's not a problem. Matilda, give me that menu.
I can't, Blanche. I'm cooking.
Agnes?
I'm waiting to serve.
The tuna looks nice.
One tuna.
Is that on white or wheat?
Wheat.
I think I'll have the turkey.
One turkey.
No, make that on white. What's the soup today?
Lentil surprise.
I think I'll have a salad.
One salad.
On second thought, I'll have the soup. What kind was it again?
How about you decide, and I'll come back when you're ready. Hello.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon to you too.
What would you like to drink, Freddie dear? A glass of water is fine, Mama. But Freddie, you're a growing boy, and besides, it's a long train ride to Seattle. My husband just got a new job.
My friend Agnes has some good gingerbread cookies back there.
No, thank you. Mommy says too many treats are bad for your teeth. I'd like a cup of coffee. How about some soup, Freddie? What's the soup today, ma'am?
Lentil surprise.
Oh, yes, please. That's a very nice dress you have.
Thank you.
Oh, dear.
We're starving. Where's our grub?
Oh, just throw it back on the plate. They'll never notice.
Oh, waitress, waitress. I think I've run out of water.
Excuse me.
Mommy, can you read me a story? Oh, Freddie, I've told you before. I can't. Well, why not? Because the stories aren't there anymore. But they were there last night. I wish I had an answer, dear. And I wish you hadn't carried that big book all the way here for nothing.
Excuse me. What's that book?
It's just a bunch of blank pages now. But it was the best book in the whole world.
What happened?
The stories and pictures just vanished. But they'll be back, Mama.
What will be back?
The stories, ma'am. They're about magic and princes and witches.
And what?
Witches, ma'am. They're the most important part of the whole book.
They are.
Without them, no one would appreciate the happily ever afters. Well, Freddie, we're interrupting your work. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I wouldn't want you to get into trouble.
Are you going to take my order or not?
In a minute. Girls, I think we need to talk. Would you mind if I borrowed that book for a second?
Go ahead, ma'am.
You know, I've been thinking.
Have you been thinking what I've been thinking?
What's that?
It sure would be nice to hear the sound of my old spinning mill again.
It must be awfully boring for Mira to have no one to talk to.
I suddenly have a craving for gingerbread.
Why don't we just admit we made a mistake?
Never. Though it would be nice to see what the old gang's been up to.
Aren't you the one that said we'd never go back?
Now, Matilda, never is a long time.
Well, what if they don't want us?
Nonsense. You heard what the little boy said. We're the most important part of the whole story.
Well, how do we get back? We've never done this before.
There's a first time for everything.
Time, that's it. Isn't there something about time at the beginning of every story?
Yes, I think I remember the spell. Round about the pages we go, fast as we and winds that blow. Once, take us back in witches' rhyme to once upon a magic time.
Hey, where'd those 3 waitresses go?
I hope you can find them.
Yeah, I want to order seconds. This is the best lunch I've ever had. Is someone going to take my order? One now.
Mommy, the stories, they're bad.